One, two, three, four. Howdy everyone, my name is Ryan and you are at musicwithryan.com. Today I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to do more of a popular, country tune, Willie Nelson song, Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain. And this song was played to me as a little boy growing up and honestly is near and dear to me. And I still love hearing and playing this song. And it was actually a request from one of my students out there, so thank you. Great request. And I've written a beginning and advanced arrangement for this, and they're at my website, and they're in my ebook and so forth. But as you saw, I played the Carter style arrangement for it. I wanted to adapt a Carter style way of playing this beautiful song. And so I think I've done pretty well at kind of getting a nice melody to come across for the Carter style. And for this video, I'm going to walk through it measure for measure, close-ups of my left and right hand, and again, preview of the full-length lesson. The full-length lesson, if you go over to my website and purchase, is about 25 to 28 minutes in length. Pretty long, because I do both the verse and the chorus, and it comes with the tabs and 3 backing tracks at 50, 70, and 90 beats per minute, so you can kind of work your speeds up. So, great tune. I plan to do more popular tunes like this in the future, and I do it, in the same key as Willie too, so I kept cape on the 4th fret in the key of E, so you can play along with Willie right along with the recording once you master the arrangement. So, let's go ahead and dive into this lesson. I really hope you like this tune and my arrangement. If you like my teaching, subscribe to my page, check out my website, so forth. You know the bit. Let's go for it. Alright, so let's go ahead and walk through Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain in the key of E. And as you see, I got my cape on the 4th fret, way up there. And I'm in C position and sounding the key of E. And that's the key that Willie Nelson does it in. And so I would suggest moving it to any key that works good for your vocal. But for now, so you can play along with the recording, I have it in E. And Carter style. So there's the first measure. It starts right on the downbeat. I'm going to play the first 4 measures and then we'll break it down. 1, 2, 3, 4. So really out of that C position, not too much movement, just a little bit with my left hand. Starts on that D string, it's the 2nd fret, that 2nd finger. And then I'm going to catch the 3rd fret with my 3rd finger. Okay. That's the opening line, we'll see that again. second measure is all quarter notes, so all downstrokes. And there's kind of a little tricky move there. In that second measure, I start on the D string, and then it's the low string, skip up to the low, and then the A, and then the D, all on the 3rd fret. A couple different ways you can finger it. I like to, I went back and forth on how to do this for a little while, but I like the 3rd finger and then move the 3rd finger down and then use the pinky on the D. Okay, sometimes I was doing pinky on the A and pinky on the D, but I just fumbled about with that too much with the pinky, so I use the 3rd finger to move. Okay, so I move that 3rd finger, and then the pinky on the D. So those 2 measures, 2, 3, 4. An F chord there. There's a little quick F chord there. I'm not really going to play it in the lead part, but if I was playing chords, of course I would switch. 1, 2, again, go. Cool, so just make sure you have that fingering worked out right there, because we'll see that again on this same chord and on the F chord, and we're going to do that same kind of movement. So I just want to make sure you're aware of that, because that might be a little tricky. Next 2 measures, pretty easy, just little alternate bass strumming things there. A little walk down there, 3 to 2 on the A. And if you're new to this kind of style playing or strumming or whatnot, as you notice, I have marked there just kind of strumming the bottom, 3 or 4. I have marked there 4 strings on the strum, the 2 8th notes down up. But I really stick to the bottom 3 or 4, mostly the bottom 3. I don't want to. Just focus my strumming, my down up, on the bottom 3 or so. And if you hit the other ones, that's okay, but it'll just sound a little cleaner. So those 2 measures again, with that in mind, 2, 3, 4. And then a little walk down there, 3, 4. That was the count. The frets, 3rd fret, 2nd fret. All right, those 4 measures. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. I missed 1 note in there, but I kept right on going. There you go, a little cleaner that time. All right, so moving on to the next 4 measures. I'm going to go to the G chord. I'm going to finger my G, but I'm going to hit the open D. That's the first note of that measure, open D. But again, I'm going to finger my whole G, and I'm not, sometimes I won't even get down to the low E, but I'm still going to finger it for overtone purposes and in case I mess up and hit it. But so okay, a couple little tricky fingering things in there, but overall pretty easy. So on the G chord again, I'm starting on the open D again, and then I bringing my second finger down, go on the second fret of the D, so that melody really stays on the D string there a lot. And then I'm going low string, and then I'm going to sneak my pinky up to the D on the 3rd fret, so you kind of got to sneak it in there. Okay, so that might be a little tricky, and we still want this low string to ring while we're doing that. So we're always searching for a connected way of playing, especially with the Carter style and just guitar in general. Most of the time we really want things to just be fluid and connected and overlap each other, so to speak. Sometimes not, sure, but that's how I approach a lot of my guitar playing. Measure, which is a C chord there. So those 2 measures again, 3, 4. Then going on, I kind of just drop. I'm on the 3rd fret there with my pinky, and the next note will be on the 2nd fret of that string, C chord. Pinky on the A, open D. So I have the fingerings marked above there. If you're wondering, I didn't mention that right away, but the numbers above the staff are your finger numbers. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so again, they're just suggested fingerings. There's many ways to finger things, but that's my recommended choice for this arrangement anyway. So on the C chord there, it's just a little like boom chicka boom thing I call it, or somewhat of an alternating bass. I guess it is. And then the A string on the 3rd fret, and then I'm going to move my 3rd finger up to the low E on the 3rd fret, and then I replace. When I come back to the A, I'm going to sneak my pinky in on the A string on the 3rd fret.